So, welcome back. The board want us to finish mid-table, and we are starting our third season in charge here at Treflin with a game against somebody that I can't remember. But it's been a busy transfer window, and as I said, the board want us to finish mid-table, but they're not the only ones who think we can finish mid-table. This is a Journeyman, and this is a quite average gamer. My name is Duncan. Let's go. So, welcome back, and as I said, it's not just the board who think we can finish mid-table. Apparently the press do too. They think we'll finish 6th this season. Honestly, I'm not sure why, but we have made quite a fair few signings, and on paper they look good. We've played one game, the cup game before the league begins, and for the third year in a row, we got beat, but we'll look at the results and things in a minute. I have a little notepad of how things happened, and in what order, during pre-season, so we will do that. Now, we'll also look at the transfers. Thomas Sadler and Henry Nash signed new deals. That's the first thing to happen, so I was quite happy with that. Aaron Williams, however, left us. He went to Llangefni, a team that a few of our players end up going to. But our first signing was a backup fullback, and his name is Jamie Clark. He's 18 years old, English fullback, can comfortably play both sides. We actually signed him initially as a backup left back, but there's a reason that he's playing right back today, and I can't exactly remember why. Next up for us was Lewis Reed. He's a target man, backup on a free. 20 years old. He's not amazing. He has one balance, which is terrifying, but we'll probably see him fall on his arse a lot more than a professional footballer should. But hey ho, we're part time. Jordan Davies left on a free. His contract expired, and Joe Evans, our much maligned and cursed goalkeeper, signed a new deal. He agreed to stay on as a cup goalkeeper, and Jerome, that's fine. I'll happily play him in the cup. But I'm also not fully convinced with a new goalkeeper. I actually think, for the second time in a row, stat-wise, I actually think Joe Evans might be better, but the coaches rate the other guy higher, and I'm choosing to believe them. Jack Hurley left on a free to, you guessed it, Llangefni. And then we signed an actual backup left back and left mid in the name of Sam Parsons. He's a guy that you might have seen a couple of times come up in scout reports on previous episodes. He's a guy I think I've watched for about 2 years now, and we finally moved for him. He's probably is better as a left winger than he is a left back, but he's fairly comfortable in both positions, and worst case scenario, he can play in midfield as well. So, fullbacks were sorted. That was all good news. Jack Cook and Connor Young there. It was Jake Cook, wasn't it? His contract expires. He was kind of a waste of a sign. He was meant to come in as a first choice ball winning midfielder and just didn't play well. Gave away I don't know how many bastard and penalties. Connor Young expired as well. Backup centre back. We then signed our new first choice goalkeeper in Harry Whitling. Yeah, rushing out tendency, reflexes good, great aerial reach, decent command of his area, decent enough handling, but there's just some things like one-on-ones is awful. But I'm hoping maybe his reflexes will work on that. We don't really usually face many one-on-ones. I don't know why, but we haven't in the past 2 years. So even if we do lose every one-on-one, maybe he can save other things. His concentration is 5, which is terrible, but he does make good decisions. If he is going to improve, he's got termination of 15. We might have bad facilities for that, though. He's also a highest paid player on £80 a week, and I'm pretty sure he's got a decent appearance fee. Yeah, £20 appearance fee, £20 clean sheet bonus. So if we were to play one game a week and everything was met, that's £120 on him alone, which is worrying. We bought a new first choice right mid in Harry Roberts. He's not much better, actually, than Dylan Jones, but he is the guy who is playing there. Alan Jones is now probably third choice. You can see for this kind of graph, he's got slightly better technicals and mental, but in terms of, physicality, pace, that's Dylan, but we'll give him a shot. In that cup game, he was awful, but it's one game of the season. We didn't overtly play well. Brendan Bennett, the striker, one of the strikers we brought in alongside Sam Smith, we released him. It didn't really fit with how we were wanting to play. I think he was on 30 or 40 pounds a week. We needed his wage, so we just released him anyway. Not the worst decision. I don't think he would have played much. He was a completely different type of striker than what we had. So yeah, we then signed Joel Evans. He was meant to be like possibly our starting striker. We brought him in as a target man. Again, he didn't play well in that first game, but nobody really did. He could be a pressing forward, which probably suits him a bit better. Fantastic header in the ball, good first touch, but good teamwork as well, actually. So he will get his chance to play. 17 years old, he will come in. We then signed Riley Lonergan. Lonergan? I don't know how you say. I'm going to say it's Lonergan. Ball winning midfielder, first choice midfielder. We needed somebody in there to replace Cook and Hurley, and he is the guy we have went for. He's pretty decent. Has issues. Partly he's injury prone as well, which I didn't notice until right this very second. But that's fine. He's 18 years old. Hopefully he'll do the trick for us. Again, last game was awful. We did, however, bring back Derek Dunn. And honest to God, I have never been so happy. The boy was on loan at his last season. He played 25 times for us in the league, and we have got our first choice centre back. We know he can fill in for left mid for us, and worst case scenario, defensive mid, all pretty comfortably. But he is in there now, making our defence that bit more solid. So I was very delighted to see him. Sam Smith, however, he fucked off. He signed for one of the relegated teams last season. So Ammanford, who are now in a division that we can't play in. Sam Smith went to them. I offered him a new deal, tried to get him to stay. He would have been perfect for us to stay on. Would definitely have led the line, but he's left. So we're in the hunt for another striker, and we're trying to get somebody in. And I'm not going to say who in case it doesn't come off, but if it works, I'll be a happy man. There's actually another player we're trying to bring in, who, if we also can get him back, I'd be a happy man. But yeah, last and certainly not least was Joshua Edwards. We signed him on loan. He couldn't play the last game, but he is going to be coming into today's game. We have promised Newport County that we'll play him as a deep line playmaker. And do you know what? I'm actually quite happy with that. Technique, passing, first touch, all fantastic, especially for this level. Same with his teamwork and his decision making. He could really be a key player for us this season. So this is a team, this is a formation. We're sticking with our wing play. Nothing's really changed from how we started playing at the end of last season. Yes, my thingy, Thomas Sadler, I think he's either injured or suspended. Injured, damaged shoulder, out for 4 weeks, yeah. So that's why Jamie Clark is getting to play today. Fullback on defend. I'm still just playing everyone kind of in their preferred roles, with the exception of you. I'm playing you in the role your club wants you to play in. We tried the double target man last game. It didn't really work. So we're bringing Corey Spencer in just to lead the line. I'm probably going to change him at some point today. For Joe Evans, I'm going to try him as that pressing forward with a target man on attack. Reed came on in the last game and actually turned the game back to our favour. We were playing Lisbury and they beat us 3-2. They went ahead 2-0 with a double from Luke Wiltshire before Derek Dunn, the man himself, got a goal on his first appearance. It was 3-0 up. They all scored a penalty. But then Lewis Reed on the 76th minute came on as a sub and got the goal. He actually looked pretty good when he came on. Again, stat-wise might be deceiving, but we'll see. Today we are playing Bagland Dragons as our first game, and we'll be following that up with a game against Cairo Eli. A game that I imagine we'll get absolutely hammered in. And Bagland Dragons, I have absolutely no idea where they are predicted to finish. We're away from home on the first game of the season. Another 2 teams are renting our stadium this year. It is Swansea Uni and who else was it? Someone else. So it's going to probably give the club more money, but somebody else was renting our stadium. I don't remember who. So that is that. We're not going to make any changes to anything. Regroup after possession. What do we normally do after we lose possession? I don't remember now. Yeah, regroup after losing possession. I'm okay with that. I see they're playing Wharton in midfield. He's a guy we tried to sign in the past. So that's interesting. So on the bench will be the youngster Goodwin, Sam Parsons, Mackenzie Toms is on the bench. Johnson's on the bench. He stayed on. He has had interest from some teams, but nothing's really came of it. Dylan Jones, Gary Morgan will be our backup wingers, and Joe Evans is on the bench for us because he is our only other striker. So let's go. I'm very happy with like some of the positions this season and some of the business that we've done. I think our midfield and our defence on paper is a lot better. I think our striking options are arguably better without having, I would say, a guaranteed first choice striker. I think Reid and Evans will be perfect second strikers up front in a two, but I'm not convinced they'll be the ones to score us all of our main goals. So it's really a goal scorer I'm trying to sign, and my history of signing them in these past 3 seasons has been woeful. But this is what we're doing. It's 4-4-2 versus 4-4-2. Let's see what happens, I guess. We are the team in yellow and black. They are in red. Don't know what I'm hoping for. With us expected to finish mid-table, not just from the board, but the bookies, if you like, the odds. I don't know how many games we'll actually play on video or on video. This is not the 90s. This is not VHS. On YouTube, I don't know how many games we'll actually show, because if we're just playing well, then we'll probably rattle through the season quite quickly. But if we're doing like we did last season, where it was a battle just to survive, then we'll absolutely be showing as many games as possible. However, I think if we are in a relegation fight, I will get sacked. So let's hope not. Okay. 10 minutes in, we haven't done much, but that's not the worst thing for us. Still early. Also, if I remember right, Bagland Dragons were quite a good team last year, and I imagine they will not be far off again this year. So this might not be the worst. Oh god, oh god, oh god. It might not be the worst possible result for us. In fact, you know what? Let's just quickly check something. Nope, that's not telling me what I want. Season preview. Bagland Dragons are... Oh no, they're expected to get relegated. Oh, they were with us in the first season. They get relegated, they came back up. Okay, so this is a game we should be winning. And we're actually favourites more than... Okay, so in theory we should be winning both of these games today. Never mind, I take it back. We're playing awful then. Oh my god. I'm still playing Jack Williams as a first choice left mid after another kind of disappointing season from him. I'm hoping now that we're sticking to this kind of wing play that maybe he can come in and start performing. But I'm kind of worried. He's one of the midfield positions that I'm concerned of. You know, Roberts or Dylan or Alid in there, this doesn't bother me too much. The 3 of them should be okay, interchanging throughout the season. I'm happy with three of the 4 midfielders we've got for the centre mid role. Johnson's probably one of them a bit. Kind of wish wasn't. Second choice, Jesus. They've just hit the post. We are doing nothing. Let's demand more. Try and just get a bit better. We've not even had a shot at all yet. Not even on target, just not even a shot. Done with a good header. Edwards back to Nash. To Lonergan, who's advancing with the ball. Play it to somebody, mate. You're a ball winning midfielder. You're not meant to be running box to box here. Nash to Edwards. The key man plays it through Spencer. Cody Spencer hits it off Evans. Spencer complained about his game time at the end of last season, and now he is kind of getting that chance, especially in these kind of first league game and the second league game, no doubt. So, Spencer, what the hell? Also, oh yeah, it's my striker. Because who the fuck Spencer? I was talking about him. So he's going to get his chance at least the next couple of games until we try and sign another striker. We are actively trying to sign somebody else. I have one person in mind in particular who we've approached twice. Wages are the issue. We've kind of got close. We've got close, but never quite been able to agree quite on the deal. So I kind of am confident we can. It's just I'm not fully... Like, we're so close, but just don't have the money he's looking for. That is a great finish for them, but really poor play by us. We are just not in this game, really. And it's our midfield again that's looking poorest. Clark this time. Throws it back to Lonergan. Plays it to Clark. Can he get the ball in? Reed heads it over the bar. It's actually Reed who's not playing well just now. I mean, Spencer's not been great either, but there's a couple of changes I'm kind of tempted to make already. But I don't really want to be going in at half-time making changes. Spencer now, out to Williams. Can he cut it back? Cuts it back to Spencer! What a goal! What a finish by Spencer. Left foot, bottom corner, drills it home. This is a good bit of play here. Spencer gets the ball out to Williams. I was expecting him to cut back onto his preferred right foot, but he doesn't. Takes it to the byline, cuts it back. Spencer's in space. He doesn't even drill it in, does he? I thought he did. He hits that right in the top corner, leaving their keeper with no chance of saving it. We go in level now at half time, and that's probably gave me just enough to not change things up quite yet. Okay, second half begins. Lonergan's quite comfortable advance with the ball, which I'm not really expecting. Spencer skip by. Spencer off the crossbar. Jesus. But yeah, he's looked quite comfortable, Lonergan, just advancing with the ball, which I wasn't expecting. Especially having Edwards beside him as that deep line playmaker. But that's not maybe the worst thing. Having a ball-winning midfielder who's comfortable just driving with the ball a little bit to get us up the park. And then having someone like Edwards who can play those balls in behind. It's not the worst. Harry Roberts is having a poor game again. So it's looking like Jones or Morgan will be coming on to replace him. Most likely Jones. I think Jones will be my first choice whenever I'm taking off on the wings. And then if I need to make the other wing sub, then Jones will go to the left. Oh man, Morgan will go to the right. That's poor. That is really poor. Oh, fuck. Let's do a little bit of berating from the sideline. My favourite. Stand at the side and call them all cunts and see if they decide to play better. Man, I'm lucky I'm not monetized. I would be demonetized already. Come on. Done get beat too easy there. But decent enough save by Whitling keeps us in it. The team have responded very well to me berating them. Now again, I would also probably be happy if a 6'3" angry Scotsman was shouting at me at the sidelines. I'd feel more motivated to not have him shout at me either. Roberts is definitely coming off, I think. He's just not performing today at all. Dylan Jones will come on instead of Gary Morgan. I'm also going to make that swap for Evans, but I'm going to play him instead as that pressing forward. Now they're recommending on defend. What is it on attack? Support. Defend. Okay, no, it's definitely defend. That suits him far better. Thing is, we know Evans is a good header of the ball anyway, and he is a target man. Naturally, Edwards over the ball. Don't know why I tried to pick out Dylan Jones of all people. Lonergan to Edwards. Back to Lonergan. Nash. Dylan Jones. Slots through Edwards. That's not Edwards, sorry, it's Evans. Joel Evans with his first goal of the season. Brings it level. I now look like a genius with that sub. I think we need to bring off Lonergan. He's not playing well and he's on a booking. That is a concern to me. Because I do not want to be going down to 10 men, especially when we are struggling in this game. That probably means we'll go with a slightly different look. We're going to bring on Mackenzie Toms. We could play him as a ball-winning midfielder, but we're going to play him as box-to-box. It's a risk, slightly, having... What's Edwards defending like? Oh, it's not great. Yeah, we're going to put him box-to-box just now, just to try and get a foothold in the game a bit better. That's a great ball, though, to Dylan Jones, who wins the corner. Good bit of play. Mackenzie Thompson will come on. He'll play box-to-box in that role. So we've not really got a ball-winning capabilities just now, but that should be okay in a team that we should be beating. Again, Whitland's not been playing well. Oh, here we go. Oh, yes, I might get this then. Edwards advancing. Who's he going to play it to? Plays it to Dylan Jones. Plays that ball through at Mackenzie Toms. Toms is 1-on-1. Oh, he's hit the post. Spencer. Oh, he's hit it wide. He should have just squared it to whoever's beside him. That was a tap-in for somebody, Toms. Okay, Dylan Jones with the corner. Edwards doesn't win that header. Spencer, though, heads it back to Clark. And it's the end of highlight. Oh, come on, don't tell me we're going to draw the first game of the season against a team we should be beating. This is a good result for them, not a great result for us. But then again, we're not probably going to win every game, are we? I don't expect to win any game. I think our team is actually looks good on paper, but in reality isn't the best. Again, we've had the chances we should have scored as well. It's not as if we've not had chances. That's a good bit of play by them, though. They're just passing through us. It's a good ball, and you've got to win that. Clark, though, he heads it back to the middle of our own box. Oh, no. It's an own goal. Oh, it's 3-2 at the Bag on Dragons. We've lost the game that we should have won. Even the stats show that we still won this damn thing. Or at the very least got a draw. And that is it. Game over. Back on Dragons 3. Treflin 2. Oh man, that is gutting. Yeah, tell them it's a bad performance, and I guess we move on to the next game. Well, next we take on Cairo Eli, who did win their first game of the season. So join us in a few days when we take on that one. And we are back now for the game against Cairo. Aled Jones left us on a 3-2. You guessed it, Langefne. Henry Nash has an offer in for him at the moment, but we're also... I want to send a replacement for him before he goes. There's an offer in for Spencer at the moment, but again, I don't want to let him go till I get my first choice striker sorted, for I worry about a second choice striker. Reed is going to keep his place in the team for today. And our new signing on loan is Nathan Watson, 21-year-old winger from Harvard for West. Pace and crossing is basically all we know about him, and work rate, so hopefully he can get good balls out in the box for us. Partly a better player than Harry Roberts, so Roberts will then replace Morgan on the bench, so he'll be our right wing. Dylan Jones will be left. Edwards is pretty tired, so I'm just going to replace him for Mackenzie Toms. He'll come in as a box-to-box midfielder, and let's go today. One player squad, Nathan Watson, you can have number 15. I'm kind of nervous about today. I'm not 100% sure what I'm expecting, especially after the last game. Henry Nash isn't... So with this one player, we're currently in a bid for a player just now. He's not the player I was talking about before for defence. He's a different defender I'm trying to bring in to replace Nash. Because when we received that offer, that kind of threw things a little bit off. With how well Clark's playing, though, I might put Thomas Sadler back into centre of the defence with Dunn. Dun. The other issue we've got is in a couple of days' time we are playing Barry, so we are going to have maybe tired legs. For example, Dunn already looks a bit tired, but I chose him to play this game, and Edwards will probably start the next game in midfield. So somebody will need to replace Dunn potentially. Our issue with that is we don't really have great centre-back options outside of first choice. They're kind of all over us at the moment. Good header by Nash. Williams misses out. Thought that was a penalty for some reason. Probably just, scar tissue from the past 2 seasons where we give away penalties all the time. Another game where we're just not starting. Why do we take so long to get into games? Why? Why are we so slow in getting into games? I think Andrew Goodwin might need to come on at half time. Dunn looks shattered. The new boy Watson, though, with the corner, Can he find someone? Reed! Lewis Reed at the back post. And Watson makes an immediate impact on his debut with a ball that falls straight to Reed's feet. I don't even know if Reed was the intended target. It falls and he volleys it in off their player. But it was on target beforehand, so it is his goal. And Reed now with the second goal in 3 games. Can we keep the lead? My gut tells me no. Good access by Clark, but he's been... Oh, fucking hell. Clark does well to intercept the ball, but he takes such a poor touch that Griffiths just nicks it off his foot. And there's that one-on-one situation where we know our keeper's crap. Morris, look at this. Great interception, but he just doesn't react quick enough. And Griffiths just slots it home. 1-1. Great. Jack Williams just is not performing well, is he? It seems to be just sugar or shite with him. There's no in-between. Spence having a poor game. I'm taking him off at half-time. I think I'm going to take Williams off at half-time as well. I'm just not impressed with him anymore. Yeah, got the assist in the last game, but... Nah, they two are coming off. I think I'm going to make 3 changes at half-time because Dunn looks shot. That's not good enough. Goodwin will come on. He'll replace Dunn. Search defender stopper. As you can see by our coach ratings or our rollability, these 2 guys aren't the best. Williams will come off for Dylan Jones. Lewis Reed staying on. It's Corey Spencer will come off for Joel Evans, who will play as a pressing forward on defend. 3 changes at half-time. Not what I was expecting to do, really, when the game started. I didn't think we'd be, making 3 changes at half-time. 1 out of fitness, fine, but 2 out of just poor performances. Lonergan with a kind of bad pass to Clark. Thankfully, there's nobody about him. To Reed. Can we get it to Watson? He does. That's a foul. But nothing came of the foul. Again, we're having less shots, less on target, but every team just now seems to be able to create against us. That is a good bit of play. We are lucky that they didn't score from that header. Guys, can we try and get into the game? That would be awesome. 60 minutes on the clock and nothing is happening. I think Edwards is going to have to come on. Probably in place of Lonergan this time. Going to play Mackenzie Toms as that ball-winning midfielder though. Just to try and get a foothold in the game. Don't want to give up that ball-winning option. Tom's out to Reed, but 2 ahead of him. He's not got the pace for that. Oh, that's a good ball over the top. Jamie Clark's there though. Right. It's going to be a long fucking season. Clark and Whitling just both can reach the same ball. They don't communicate. So Whitling's way out of position. Clark's hits it straight to an opposing player who just has an easy time just placing that into a big empty goal. Now we're defending a corner. This is going to be 3, isn't it? Can I berate them now? Why are we so bad? Why are we so fucking bad? Good direct ball from Goodwin. Dylan Jones slots it in. It's 3-2 and I am not getting my hope up. What is this and why is it on my fucking thing? Such a poor header there. Such a poor header. Just poor decision making again has cost us. Poor decision making and poor goalkeeping. Why can I not just have a good goalkeeper? Why is it so hard for us to have a decent goalkeeper? The best bit is, even though I question Whitland's stats myself, he was the best of all the goalkeepers we could have signed that we had on trial or scouted. He was the best stat wise. Oh, fuck me. Right, the next game's against Barry, which I'm expecting to get hammered in. Let's have a look. Schedule. We're taking on Barry next, then a little bit of a break, then we take on Mumbles, then... Joe, we're going to come back for the Mumbles game in the Porthcawl Town Cup game. I'm expecting a defeat against Barry again. Hopefully we can come back and have a win against Mumbles. Thank you for watching. This season has started like every other season. Fucking awfully. We will be lucky if we will genuinely be lucky to make the end of the season if we are playing this badly. Because if we are expected to be mid-table, we're on relegation form. Catch you next time. Bye.